Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Summer City Hoops 2019 Volunteer Training Program. Another year. All right, we're going to go over quick the overview of what it looks like to be a volunteer for this huge collaboration that we do with many partners. All the partners will be listed on the website and the links that are on here. So we'll keep this one short and brief. Now, Evelyn K. Davis Park and Martin Luther King Park are the two parks.
Cool.
First night, Thursday, June 13th. So, is that next week?
Yes.
A week from Thursday. Registration begins at 6 p.m. Games begin at 7. Lighting ceremony will be in between after the first set of games are over, right at 8 o'clock. The following week, so 2 weeks from this Thursday, we start games at Martin Luther King Park. Martin Luther King Park address is here. First night, June 20th. Registration there begins at 6. Games begin shortly after that. Permanent lights will be at Evelyn K. Davis Park. Temporary lights will be at MLK Park. We need volunteers for both. Volunteer link will be here to sign up, right here. This is a live link. Click on this link to volunteer, okay? We still need positions for cleanup, court monitors, medical staff is full, I'll talk about that in a minute. Registration, runners, and setup. We need volunteers for all 5 of these positions. This one is taken care of thanks to our Polk County Health Department nurses over there. Got the nurses coming on. You gonna do it over there too?
Yeah, get in.
All right.
Go and get in on it.
Responsibilities of cleanup. Every night we need a couple volunteers to be out there to make sure that they're setting up. At night when we close down, it takes about 30 minutes. If there's enough volunteers to get us in and out. Steve, you helped clean up a couple nights. How long does it usually take?
Took about 15 minutes. The kids even pitching sometimes. Many hands make light work.
Many hands make light work. So the latest we ever got out of there last year was what?
Before 10.
Before 10 o'clock.
Yep.
So we say we go till 11, but we typically get out of there about 10 o'clock. So 10 o'clock is the latest. We're out of there. I put 30 minutes, but should be quicker than that if we have enough volunteers. Super quick work. We just want to make sure that the park is clean and they invite us back every Thursday. Court monitors is the biggest job and the scariest job, but it's not really hard. So what a court monitor does is basically stands at the court here. Yes. You good? You want to sign up for that one?
Yeah, because I had fun with that.
All right, I'm going to draw a quick picture here of what it looks like. Here's a basketball court and a hoop. The court monitor's role is to make sure that their team starts on time. Okay? Game starts on time. The score is correct, and that all the players are there. Okay? They monitor this court, so we need 1 per court, and that's all they have to do. We'll equip them this year with their own stopwatch.
That's it.
So you don't have to use your phone.
That's it. That's
Last year we had our phones using it.
Yeah.
We'll also, with a clipboard,
Keep the score.
keep the score, players' names, final score, winner. You'll hand that to the runner. The runner will run that over to the registration table.
Cool.
The registration table will fill it out. We'll also give you a nightly tournament bracket and the court monitor's rules and responsibilities. Will you go ahead and pass one of those out to everybody and make sure they can see what that looks like? Perfect.
This will be like NCAA Final Four right now.
We're gonna be doing it right. It'll be good. All right.
I ain't tell you no joke.
According to that court monitor's rules and
Now,
responsibilities.
1 stapled and then 1 not stapled, the rest of the pile.
Yep.
Okay.
So
The two.
take a rule.
No, here's one.
Everybody's out, that's it.
All right, everybody got it right. Then court monitor. Yep. Oh, they're back to back. You already had them back to back for you.
Oh, yeah, back to
1 stapled, 1 not stapled.
Yep. We already set them up. Steven,
Yes.
according to that sheet, how long are the games?
15 minutes non-stop.
Non-stop clock.
Clock
okay?
does not stop at all.
Clock doesn't stop.
Not even during a timeout.
Nope. Keep the games rolling. What's the winning score?
Well, it depends.
Depends on what?
The age bracket.
Yes. Young kids are
The young kids go to
15.
Yep.
Older
And
kids,
21.
21.
Have to win by 2. No, 18 and over, first to 21, or win by 2 to 25.
Right. Okay,
For tiebreaker,
tiebreaker, yep.
okay.
All right, medical staff, again, we'll go over some more court monitor stuff here in a second as well. Medical staff, thanks to our Polk County Health Department people, that's all taken care of, perfect. Registration staff, registration is something, again, not too hard, but crucial for us to get this thing going. Registration, you sit at the table, you create the bracket, you register all the teams, make sure all the players are there for each team, ready to roll at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock when games start, and that everybody has their waiver filled out. So you'll have at your registration table a file folder of registrations, team names. You can pull them up, put the kids' names in it. Some kids will come back every week, some kids will need it new. When they come back, you just pull it up, got it, boom, what team they're on, fill it out, right. Then, I'll go over this in a second too, there's a link to set up a double elimination bracket. But every night, we'll set up a bracket on a piece of paper, just like this. Then we'll go, depending on the amount of teams, how it works. Team number 1 will go here. Number 2, here. Number 3, here. Number 4, here. Then the loser of this game will go here. So loser of, this would be game number 1, this would be game number 2. Loser of 2, and loser of 2. Boom. Winner then, let's say number 1 wins and number 3 wins. And let's say L1 wins, okay? They would then play, the loser of this game would then, actually, got my bracket, man, I didn't look right away, so. The bracket would be to here. This would be, say 1 wins, then the loser of 3, this one would be game 3. So L3, loser of 3, then would play. Then these 2 would then play
It's about a back.
1 in the championship and L1. Say L1 wins this game. Since they've now only lost once, they play a rematch and play again for the nightly championship.
Okay.
Every night, we create a bracket like this and play through for each age group. We'll say this would be 2nd through 5th grade, boys. If we have it, if that's what we have. If we only have this many teams, 2nd through 5th grade boys, that's how that would line up. Easy stuff.
Man, it'd be good to get them parents out there too, man, so they can see these kids doing it.
It'd be great, right?
Yeah, it would.
It would be great.
It would.
Because especially they play super competitive games and it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch. So that's what registration does. They get from the runner or the court monitor, they get the scores then, they fill in the scores, they keep it full, and they say the next game would be team 1 versus team 2 on court 1. Boom.
Okay.
Then they get out there and they run with it. So the runners get out there and make sure the teams are going. All right. That's the runners then. The runners do all that stuff back and forth between the registration table and the court monitors. They help keep the game going. If we don't have enough runners, sometimes court monitors will have to do it, or a different volunteer, or sometimes the registration people will have to get up and go out there and let people know who's playing what. And then set up, we have tents we set up, we have tables we set up, we have food we set up, we have water, barbecue, all that stuff. So
Strategically place the garbage cans, all kinds of stuff.
strategically put the garbage cans around all the different places, all that stuff. Get the balls out. So,
We gonna keep our table out there for Urban Dreams too, so we can disseminate information?
we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to have some job placement out
Yeah,
there too this
yeah.
year. We want to have a little bit, a few more tables than we had last year, for sure.
Sounds good.
Any questions right now? So we know these 2 have done it before, so any questions about what it looks like? No?
It's
If you ask
fun.
questions, if you got questions.
Who's responsible for the balls?
Typically, one of the host organizations will be. However, we do check them out from the registration table. So they'll go from the registration
So
table.
the team captain or team.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually to the court monitors, because actually, good question. So each court has 1 game ball. The court monitor will have that game ball and start the game with that. The other balls are like rubber balls that we don't care if they get lost
Just warm
or
up or get beat up
they
too
get
bad.
beat up too bad, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Good
you.
question. All right, so here's a quick overview of the rules that we talked about. So the entire team must check in, not only at the registration table, but at the court monitor before each game. Games are 15 minutes, running clock, so that means the clock never stops.
Correct.
Once you start that stopwatch,
It's going.
it's going. game starts. So no stalling though. So we do talk about there's a stalling down here that if a team is up by 1 and they're trying to dribble around and stall with like 30 seconds to go or something like that, and the other team is trying to, they're throwing it around, we'll just say, hey, switch ball, switch teams, right?
Okay.
It's no stalling.
Because we ain't playing no four corners.
Right. We don't want
Yeah.
to play in 4 corners. We want to give everybody a chance to try to win if they can.
Yeah.
Or if it's, 30 seconds is probably within time, but if it's 2 minutes and they're up 1, he's like, no, you're not going to hold the ball out for 2 minutes and pass it around and not try to. Or somebody gets mad and fouls somebody too hard or something like that. We ought to. So
That's my next
We
question.
calling fouls too now?
they call their own fouls. Unless they argue over the foul and they
Yeah.
can't get the game back
Then I
going,
get a
then the court monitor steps
the
in.
judgment?
It makes the judgment call.
Okay, cool.
Are there shooting fouls?
They can shoot the basketball, yes. If it's a shooting foul and they want to shoot a free throw, you can allow them to shoot a free throw, yes.
And then it's just like 1-and-1.
It's just one free throw, everybody's off the line, they shoot the free throw by themselves, it's one basket, they shoot it, and then everybody goes back and it's the other team's ball.
Now, for instance, I'm outside,
Make it
you're
not
outside,
exception.
you're outside
Make it
that in that 3-point area, which is 2 points.
2 points, correct?
And it gets hit, while he hit the 2 points and fall down, he can go to the line?
You get one free throw.
One free throw.
One free throw.
Okay, so
Yeah.
they got a chance to make a 3-point
So they can either
play.
take the ball, they can take the ball out, if they want to take, they can have their choice. They want to take the ball out, or they can shoot one free throw.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
That's cool.
Thanks for the clarification.
So, some teams may want to just take the ball out and not shoot the free throw, and some people may say, let me shoot the free throw, because either way, if you shoot the free throw and you miss it, you don't get the ball back. It's the other team's ball. If you make
Okay,
it, you
okay.
make it. It's
Okay.
worth 1 point.
Okay.
All right, so, 1st to 15, school-age games, 1st to 21, 18 and over, unless it's tied, win by 2, that's in the rules.
Okay.
Typically, games weren't even scoring this. The time would run out.
Yeah.
Nobody really ever got to 15 or 21.
Well,
Time would run
I
out.
had a couple times at 21.
A couple times, but
Yeah.
typically,
Yeah.
time would run out first.
Yeah.
And all possessions are thrown in from the top of the key. No dribbling in from the top.
And nothing under the basket.
No, not under the basket.
Top of
It's
the- okay.
top of the key. So
Okay.
1 point and 2 points. 3-point line available. And here's a link right here that is live. If you click that,
Okay.
it would go right to the full rules.
But, okay.
Okay, brackets. Again, just like I said, every night until the last 2 weeks, you set up a bracket
Mm-hmm.
for a double elimination tournament. So it's super easy, and I'm going to show you how easy it is. All you got to do is know, pick amount of teams. How many teams are signed up? 7 teams signed up. Okay, you had 7 teams signed up that night. You go to this website here, which is there. You can go from your phone, and you go right here. Draw double elimination blind draw. 7 teams. Click it. Boom. There's your tournament bracket.
Oh, so I'm like Donkey Kong.
Yeah, and then you would just take your big piece of paper that's there.
And draw one that looks just like it.
Here. Your poster board that will be at all sites.
Bling.
Boom. And then you just draw there.
Nope. Oh, yeah, that went better.
Done deal.
And then it's the championship, and then unless, like I said, if there's a tie,
And that's the battle back.
they battle back. They play.
Okay,
If this
for the
one,
final.
yep, if that's a tie at the final, or if the loser beats the winner or the top bracket, they have only lost once. They play again. If not, then it actually has on there as well. If you can't see it very clearly, so game 1, game 2, 3. Is this 4 up here?
Yep,
That's
4,
5.
5,
This is 6,
6.
7, 12. Oh no, this is 9.
No, yeah,
It's 12. Okay, so then this.
L1, L2,
Yep, so L1, L2,
and then
L3, right?
3
And
is
then
the top
L4.
one. 4 is the top one above it.
Oh yeah, L4. That's what's this one there? L3 and L5.
What's it? What do they say? Rachel.
5, and this is,
Fuzzy.
7 is the one.
That's L5, and then
What's
the
this right here?
7,
what's this?
7.
That
what
one
you
is
talking about?
8.
That's
That one
eight?
is 8.
Just a straight 8, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then the middle one is 10,
This is 10. What's this one?
11.
11. And then 12. Right, perfect. Yep, so, is there no L9?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
right
it's
above the 10.
Oh yeah, L9. So L9.
Or the 11.
Yep, L9 right there. Okay, so that's how it works. Which one is this one? 10? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So this game would be Nike, and this would be Jordan, and this would be Curry, and this would be
Bird.
Bird,
That would be Shaq.
and this would be Shaq. How do you spell Shaq?
SHAQ.
Okay, and then this one would be Clay.
Okay.
All
Sir
right.
Charles.
And this would be
Drexler.
This would be Sir.
Sir
Charles. All right. So these are the teams. The 7 teams are set up there. This team gets a bye. It's an automatic draw. It doesn't matter. So Nike wins.
So that plays Sir Charles.
Jordan goes down here.
To L1.
Yeah. Curry beats Bird every time.
No, he doesn't.
So,
Curry never beat Bird.
Bird goes down here.
Bird
Boom.
is cooked.
Shaq. Shaq loses. He talks too much.
Oh shit.
To Clay, Cassius Clay. All right, and then this one, neither one of these teams have lost. They both won, but it's double elimination. So once Clay, I like Clay better than Curry right now.
Oh shit.
Clay beats Curry,
Curry goes to L5.
so Curry goes to L5. Okay. Nike beats Charles. Charles talks too much too.
Okay.
Charles goes to L4.
Okay.
Okay? Now, these teams, since they've all lost once, next time they lose, they're out of the tournament.
Uh-huh.
One and done. So this one, let's take Clay to the championship.
Because Nike doesn't pay their female.
Yep, Nike doesn't play the female athletes. So Nike goes here to L2, L9.
That's what you call heterosexism.
L9. So now, Bird beat Jordan in
Yep.
some like major crazy upset. Boom.
Oh shit.
Then Bird rolls on and even beats Sir Charles.
Nice.
All right, Bird. Okay. Then we got Curry up here because he's just too quick for Shaq.
And then Curry
And
loses
then
again.
Curry beats Bird again.
Never. You never
All right.
put Curry on a bird.
So actually, Curry beats
That's
Shaq
some
over
shit.
here.
Wait a minute. Curry chicken, man, is good, dog.
I'm filming this. All right. Then,
He goes,
then,
"I'm filming this."
right. Yeah. And then, so we got Clay and Curry in the championship game, and we'll say Curry played from the playback just for, that means that Clay goes down here, because they have to play twice. Clay has to lose twice, and
And
let's
then
just
Bird
say
wins.
Clay wins the championship of the night. He's the night champion for that night. Boom. Okay? See how that works? And it's super easy.
Respect.
There's
That's all.
every single bracket, as many teams that could show up to
100 teams in there.
64 teams. So if even if it was the March Madness, down to 3 teams. So we gotta have at least 3 teams to play. And